2 hours a week. So,
Well, I'm waiting for you to make sure you
25, and then you got to divide 25 into 2. Oh no, 2 into 25.
well, why'd you multiply these two ways?
Because I said it's 5 hours. I said 5 hours a day, 5 to 5 to 5.
They're not actually related to the problem. Yeah, the 5 times 5 one is actually related.
Oh, all right. So now I can't do
I can teach you. I can show you how to get it. All right? So it's saying that it's related to each other. That if you spend 5 hours a week studying, you're going to get a 90%.
Yeah. So 2 hours a week.
So we can write it this way. So 5 hours a week is compared to 90%. Compared like a fraction. Okay. So we can set that same scenario up with what we're trying to find out. So it's asking what percent grade would you get if you only spend 2 hours studying instead. So since we put the hours on top here and the grade down here, we can set it up this way where we put 2 hours on top spending to study, but we don't know the grades just yet. We're trying to figure that out. So that's how we set it. This is how you set up the 40 to 19. Well, let's see. It is less. It's not the 90% though, because it makes sense. You spend 5 hours studying, you get 90%. You spend less hours studying, you're gonna get a lower grade. That makes sense. So what we can do to solve this is what's called cross multiply. Okay. So we're gonna multiply these two foods. We're gonna multiply these two foods. So 5 times x would be 5x. We can't actually multiply because we don't know what it is. So we can just write 5. 90 times 2. 180. Now without, we want to solve for x. Yeah, and x represents our. Well, you're saying it's 0, but it won't work because if we replace it with 0, it'll say 5 times 0 equals 180. We got to figure out what this number is that makes that statement. Let's actually do the math. We can actually just find out. See. So yeah, it does say 5 times something equals 180. But what we can do is figure out, instead of trying to guess, to solve this, because we're multiplying, we can divide to get rid of it. So if we divide that by 5, that goes away, and you get your x. But algebra says what we do to one side, so we divide that by 5 as well. So we're solving this. What is 180 divided by 5? That'll tell us.
180 divided by 5 is nothing.
It's too big. Let's try it this way.
No, I'm tripping. 8, 5,
Okay, yeah. Still, that's too small. Okay, so let's actually do the math. So 180 divided by 5. How many times does 5 go into 18? 3 times.
The remainder.
3 times. Okay. Remainder is 3. Drop the 0. How many times does 5 go? 36 is the answer. That's your grade. So if you spend 2 hours studying, you're going to get a 36%. So make sure you study. Study and get you a better grade. Not studying, get you a worse grade. Okay. But yeah.